Hi there. Welcome to Apple World. So Keke Palmer and her child daddy, Darius Daulton, recently affirmed that they've been playing with us the whole time. They're still attached in light of the fact that my mother's a Virgo, my sibling is a Virgo, my dearest companion's a Virgo, and my grandmother's a Virgo. My sidekick is a Virgo. So it's very much like, definitely. It's been an exceptionally muddled long time since Darius got delayed virtual entertainment for disgracing Keke. However, Keke recently conceded that they arranged the whole thing to advance her melody with Usher. So Keke has been finessing us the whole time, and fans are hella distraught and hauling her for rottenness. Furthermore, her child daddy, Darius Jackson, hit us with the Uno switch. They were simply on live television, respectively, observing Keke's 30th birthday celebration. It is sweet to see them celebrating together. Do we believe they're back together? Or, on the other hand, perhaps they were never at any point separated. What's more, the joke is on us. Tune in when I tell you all that Keke Palmer's circumstance is the most crazy thing that I've heard in some time. And I'm not playing since it just so happens that Keke and Darius were playing a PR trick and playing the entire time. You all know that Darius attempted to disgrace Keke for moving at Usher's show, correct? Indeed, it was arranged from the start, and they have been furtively snickering by any stretch of the imagination. So everything began a long time ago, when Keke went to Usher's residency show in Las Vegas. Furthermore, Usher entertained her like he, as a rule, does with his shows. You too. However, indeed, Darius then took to Twitter to disgrace Keke, saying it was the outfit. Are you a mother? Individuals were somewhat befuddled about it from the start, since they were contemplating whether he was attempting to give her an odd pat on the back, or, on the other hand, on the off chance that he was attempting to disgrace his child mother on Twitter so that the world might be able to see. Yet, Darius made a subsequent tweet where he multiplied down, essentially affirming that he was without a doubt disgracing Keke. He said, "We live in an age where a man of the family doesn't need the spouse and mother of his children to feature good cheeks to satisfy others." Furthermore, he gets told how much of a critic he is. "This is my family and my portrayal. I have minimum expectations and ethics for what I accept. I trust the jury to decide wisely." Tune in. The manner in which he attempted to comfort Keke out of the unmistakable blue sky was somewhat bizarre, and he got hauled for being a fruitcake. Individuals felt that he might have been talking about this with Keke in private, assuming he disliked her outfit or that she was moving all over Usher. However, he chose to hop straight into concealing her on the web. This is the kind of thing that Keke's fans were here for. Additionally, what aggravated it is the way that Keke had recently discussed her relationship and the way that she despised carrying private matters to web-based entertainment, anything that we're going through. We're discussing that in the storage room. Like we ain't no one, it's on some, he has a twin sibling. I'm not talking about that. Thus, no doubt, it turned into no joke that Darius carried this show to web-based entertainment, and he got a lot of smoke for it. Yet you all need to understand what the peculiar part of this was. Well, significantly more bizarre than Darius being muddled on the web? Indeed, it's the way that Keke appeared to play well into the show with some much more show of her own, which is somewhat bizarre for someone who professes to dislike bringing individual shows on the web. The principal thing she did was post pictures of herself from the show in the very dress that Darius concealed, and she subtitled them. I wish I had taken more pictures, but we were behind schedule. Also, I'm telling you all at the present time that, on the off chance that you haven't seen Usher, you should go. He was so astounding. Presently, Keke likewise tossed conceal at Darius in a TikTok video, where she utilized the sound saying, "On the off chance that you go misbehave, I'm going to connect up. I'm going to connect. What's the deal with me, darling? So in the event that you don't need to, I'm not the connection. I'm not the break. The break." Yet she didn't stop there since, at that point, she chose to go on to make merchandise with the expressions, "I'm a mother and Stevie to the BS," which was an unmistakable reference to Darius' remarks via online entertainment. Presently, for somebody who would have rather not managed a public show with respect to her relationship, she sure worked effectively to drain that situation for all that it was worth. Yet, It presumably likewise helped her case that the public had previously felt this way about Darius. All in all, sometime before this entire attendance circumstance, Keke's fans previously believed that Darius was giving a lot of homeless people sexual energies, that he was having intercourse with Keke for us, a spot to reside, and that he was simply involving her for her cash. In any case, furthermore, it wasn't whenever he first called her out in light of the fact that evidently they separated a couple of months into their relationship when he concealed her on Instagram, saying, "In the event that you're not significant about development, be not kidding about responsibility. Assuming you're not kidding around about overflow, be serious about appreciation. Assuming you are not kidding around about closeness, be not kidding about weakness. On the off chance that you are significant about discipline, be not kidding about deferred delight." Thus, definitely it wasn't difficult for individuals to accept that Darius was being discourteous to Keke. Also, similar to what I said, he got hauled for quite a long time. It got so bad that he briefly needed to erase his Twitter. He deteriorated when a young lady on Instagram emerged to expose him for sliding into her DMs and proposing to fly her out, evidently so they could do the frightful. The lady uncovered him by posting a screen capture of his message, "Not Keke Child Daddy in my DM." Presently, this crossed paths with Keke's fans, and they began imploring her to dump him since they accepted that she could show improvement over him. Furthermore, after several days, it seemed like Keke did, to be sure, dump him. They unfollowed each other via virtual entertainment. Furthermore, Darius even ventured to erase pictures of them from his Instagram, which was a bit insignificant, and kept on pushing the story that they had separated. In any case, the show didn't stop there on the grounds that Keke then, at that point, bounced on a melody with Usher that was fundamentally a reference to the whole show with Darius. Presently, similar to what I said, individuals felt like Keke had been hauling the whole show somewhat excessively long, and this sort of made the statement. Yet, in the event that that wasn't sufficiently muddled, the melody was named Beau, and the tune opened up with an unmistakable reference to Darius is disgracing remarks about Keke and her outfit at Usher's show. "Someone said that your beau is searching for me." That is cool. That is cool. However, for good measure, that line didn't make sense to each and every individual to whom she was alluding. She likewise expressed this toward the end of the video. Indeed, yes. Hi. What's is? Damn it. I missed the show. What's more, I'm so worn out. What's more, I'm a mother, all things considered. Okay. So for someone who doesn't need her affectionate life to be public, she sure was happy with dilly-dallying openly. Also, this is where individuals began to hypothesize that perhaps there was something else to the circumstances besides what might be expected. Furthermore, they began contemplating whether there was more happening than we knew. It was close to this time that sources addressed Individuals magazine, affirming that Keke and Darius had separated, saying he's continued on and simply needs to zero in on his acting profession and put the show behind him. Furthermore, concerning how he's going to co-parent with Keke, this is what he said. "You don't need to be in a similar family to be great guardians." In any case, it just so happens that this was all important for one major arrangement between Keke and Darius. As per an insider, the entire Keke versus Darius show separation was set up as a piece of the exposure for the Sweetheart melody, since exposure sells in Hollywood and terrible exposure can't exist. Presently, assuming this insider is correct, this implies that the show was full Guy Z all along, from the part where Darius disgraced her freely to her various clapbacks at him. Presently, assuming it's valid, I need to just let it out. It was all around arranged out, from the clapbacks to the unfollowing each other via online entertainment to him erasing pictures of them from Instagram and everything. She was even sufficiently shrewd to make merchandise and benefit from the circumstances. Furthermore, truly, I couldn't be distraught in light of the fact that that is some splendid showcasing. Assuming it's valid, it appears as though Insider was not bemoaning the show being phony in light of the fact that Keke, as of late, enjoyed her 30th birthday celebration with Darius. She posted these photos on her 30th birthday celebration, and individuals were discussing the way that Darius planned to lose his cool when he saw her good cheeks again in these photos. So imagine our shock when Darius went live on Instagram to show that he and Keke were spending her birthday together. I am much obliged to you for removing me from my birthday, as usual. I realize I said it's not generally my birthday, but rather you generally take me out. However, I simply want to thank you for making it exceptional for my birthday. That is so sweet. He then, at that point, affirmed that they were without a doubt still attached. So, no doubt it seems to be Keke and her man who finessed us for sure. They needed to have Keke crying and giggling the entire time. Be that as it may, fans responded to this and left remarks saying Keke Palmer and Hermione are an extraordinary illustration of why you ought to never include your soulmate in an exposure stunt, which makes them look peculiar on the grounds that now her man will always be unable to continue on with his own personal business in light of the fact that the web currently can't stand his guts. This is the most Keke Palmer has ever been discussed. So I surmise the exposure stunt went precisely as expected. Yet, this other individual thinks that Keke is simply attempting to conceal any hint of failure and tweeted, "You all think everything is an exposure stunt."